Come on up in this thing. Likes. Run them likes. Run them likes. Run them likes. All righty. Appreciate you checking in wherever you're checking in from. You already know what to do if you're first time up in here, man. Just like church, stand up, let us know that you up in here and you're visiting. Let us know where you're visiting in from. You already know what it is, man. BIGGDOGG, D-O up, Chico to the scene, a place to be. Iski. Oh, now we ride with Coach Prime up in this thing. You already know what it is, man. They talking about address the Amari Ward situation. Oh, now Big Dog. What's good with you? Y'all see the backdrop, right? We're talking about multiple different things today. As a matter of fact, I have to send out this link to my homie who I need to come join the show and everybody else who I want to come join the show. I'm going to put the link in the chat so that we can do it that way. But oh no, let's see who's all checking in. Let me see. We got Mississippi up in here, King David up in here saying Mississippi. East Coast Kev checking in for show. Tyson Bordeaux visiting. All right, let me get the link. I just want the link, right? Okay, let me see. Oh, I need to get out of there. Okay, all right, we got the Windy City checking in. We got DC checking in, DMV checking in, you know, 09 Alabama, New Jersey, ATL, Roberts, Miami, Florida. Got a lot of people checking in, man. All right, so let's get to some things. Talk about what we can talk about and talk about some things that's pretty interesting, and whatever else you guys want to talk about, you can get in the chat right now. Oh, that's what I can do. I can share this video just like you can. Share this video to your people. Let them know to go ahead and come check in with your dog. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead hit the like button one time for your mind, two times for your brain. Copy the link, share it. I want to send it to this person right here. Shouts out to Ugly Money Nietzsche. You know, Midland, Texas, baby. You know how we do it. Gary, Indiana up in here. GI in the building. H-Town in the building. I told people I have them checking in from all over. We have people checking in from all over showing love. Buford, Georgia. Look at there. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shouts out to the 85 South Show. Run them likes up. Richmond, VA. Yes, sir. Shouts out to everybody from Richmond, VA area. All right. Athens, Georgia. All right. JK. Princeton, West Virginia. The Woodlands, Texas. All right. So I guess we can do this right here then. Dallas, Texas also. Run them likes up. All right. So let's go ahead and get right to it, guys. As you can see here, that's I'm not gonna play that right there. For one, you guys can go check this out if you haven't already. The part 2 of Unc and BIGGDOGG Zoom call with Coach Prime. Check that out. We appreciate you showing love. Oh, I didn't mean to click on it, but shout out to also my dog, Ugly Money, right here, Big Nietzsche, right here. Y'all check that out if you haven't already. But I did want to talk about LeBron and the Lakers and them, because that's what my boy and I was talking about. We did also want to talk about, I'll pull that up right quick. I'll do it like that for now. All right. Good. They're grumbling in the back. Oh, y'all just ride with me today. All right, so here we go. As I'm still trying to get situated right here. We got coaches changes. We got Coach Phil Loadhope. We got Coach Warren Sapp, Coach Dancy, recruiting to talk about. Coach Prime, all of these subjects talk about, but I want to start with um, whatever you guys want to start with in the comments because I got my agenda. And I want to wait till a couple people get up in here who I want to talk to. So I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. Wow. You can join on to the show whenever you get a chance. Shout out to East Coast Kev once again for the super chat. Tyson Bordeaux visiting from Grambling, 6'5" wide receiver. Look at his highlights. Oh, I'm checking in from Jerseys by the way of Brooklyn. From BK, New York, New York. That's my home. Please be careful. Yo, I think Bordeaux and coming from Grambling to HBCU, I think that's going to be something that Coach Prime might be looking forward to do is bring up player from the HBCU rankings to show that, I'm sure they already show, but to really show, that players from the HBCU ranks, so to speak, can play on the D1 Power 5 level. I can't believe I got a red shirt on under here. Y'all got to excuse that. Y'all gonna have to excuse that for me today, huh? I need to tie it up like this. I need to tie it up like this so you can't see the red shirt, right? I remember my homie. I had homies used to wear their hoodies like this anyway. So there you go. All right, shout out to East Coast Kev once again. Also, they aren't very good. Who aren't very good? HBCU guys, come on, man. Look at the guys who made plays for Colorado last year on defense. Look at what big Cameron Craig did. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, guys. All right, we got some people checking in on time for your mind. Shout out to AT up in here. Shout out to D325 checking in. Make sure you turn it down in the background so we can hear you good. All right. But first, I wanted to let it be known, of course, with the news that we had talking about just the recruiting going on in Colorado. I can get you guys take on that also. Coaches coming in, and then we can talk about NBA and LeBron James and them. But we got a spectrum, a whole plethora to talk about today. So whatever you guys want to start with, I'm with it. Let's get it in. All right. Shout out to D325 checking in. My dog, what's happening with you?
What's going on, big dog?
Chilling, Lockerville. Let them know where you checking in from.
Man, I'm down here in Atlanta, man.
ATL, Georgia. AT, where you checking in from?
We calling from East Oakland, California, the Bay Area.
East Oakland.
Where the sun play.
Shouts out to my dog, Cuzzo Fly. So I know y'all might have saw me post the loonies on my page from the Hip Hop 50 last night that went on with the Grammys. My dog, Cuzzo Fly. You remember Cuzzo? Did you meet Cuzzo, D? I don't know if you met Cuzzo, but Cuzzo Fly's the second half of the loonies out there on the Bay Area. Of course, they're the legendary Bay Area group. Shout out to Yuckmouth. But I saw them on performing last night, man. I got excited, man. Also, I got excited with Boosie performing last night, too, on that big stage. So shout out to them and everybody in the hip-hop community that performed last night.
Hey, can you, before we get started, can you send Bull the link? He in the
Oh, yeah. So, look, if you join on, Bull, and you get in the comment section, or anybody, you get in the comment section, I'm putting the link in the comments once again. You click on that, and then that way you can join on. I just shared it. I added a star by it also. So y'all can get on that. Yeah, so let me see here. What's in the comment? I'm from the 213. You already know. Bordeaux went to Grambling from Long Beach Poly High School. Exactly where Snoop Dogg played at. Yep, played in Snoop Youth Football League. Okay. Got that connection right there. That's once again, Coach Prime getting those connections. I could look up, let me look up Bordeaux. I could look up Bordeaux also. But what y'all think about Coach Prime bringing up HBCU players to Colorado?
I think that's the whole plan. Like that was a part. That's the whole plan, but that's a part of the plan. Especially for like players who like young freshmen who might not be just D1 ready. Go to like Deion might say, hey man, go to JC, go to JS for a little bit and you do good there. I'll bring you up. And so other teams can catch on and trend that. That's his, because people wanted to say, oh, he wrong for doing what he did. I said, nah, y'all got to see the bigger picture, because now he could pipeline or funnel JSU players. He could funnel San Diego State players. He could funnel other players that he got connections with these other teams now. So he's setting up funnel pipelines so he got recruiting relationships at a great level. I was saying that before, because it would make sense. You got
Yeah.
these NCAA schools who don't even look down towards that level, let alone junior college. They'll go to junior college before they'll go to, HBCU most of the times. They'll go to Butte or something. I think Prime is trying to show them where they've been sleeping for a long time. So yeah, I think it's a good move.
Right. Oh, now Bull just checked in. What's happening with you?
What's going on, bro?
Let them know where you checking in from, Big Bull.
Hey, I'm checking in from Birmingham, Alabama Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Got that tie in the middle, bro.
Already. Shouts out to the B-Hell 205, dog. You know what I'm saying? My former stomping grounds out there at UAB. You feel me? That's where our Cameron Simon Craig is from. And speaking of HBCU coming up to that level, Cameron Simon Craig, a Birmingham native, played with Coach Prime also in Texas and at Jackson State, and came up this year and made a huge impact for Colorado on defense. He led them in the picks, and I think he had 3. He led them most of the season with picks. So he made plays. He showed that Jackson State players or HBCU players can come up and play ball.
Right. And plus, he also was a little undersized too, so they could kill that near. They too little too, so he was undersized and he did all of that. So what you saying now? That's what I'm saying. Deion is crushing so many narratives as his shadow is crushing the narratives. He not even focusing on that. You know what I mean? Just the actions behind what he doing is gonna show that, that light, in that area. So I'm loving that, and the Prime's opened up a whole lot. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. I love to see Simon Craig. I like because they always had him around. He's always been like one of those from high school to JSU. And now he here still, and now he's like really solidifying himself. So it's good to see that.
Right. Let me see here. What else going on in the chat? They still mad at Prime. Mad that Prime left HBCU.
They can't see the picture. They can't see the picture. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than all that. Because now, remember, he the first so-called brother black person level to be move up from there to there. So that's this. We gotta let that go, and it's bigger than that. It's bigger than football in certain situations. We gotta see that.
Yeah. Let me see. Chico, what's up with the Amari post you deleted on Twitter? That's Amari Ward they're talking about. Yeah, I deleted it on Twitter because I posted something on Twitter and then people started attacking the kid, man. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't post it for likes or attacking. I was trying to say things in a respectful way and say that he wasn't a part of the recruiting class that was on scholarship being recruited. But I guess I didn't articulate that very well. And a lot of people was just trying to say, trying to bash the man. And I don't think it was worth bashing for me to let it be known that, you know what I'm saying? Because the article said it right there. It's a public article. People just read. A lot of people don't read. But the article said that he said out of his mouth, quote, that he's looking to be a walk-on. And so when people added him into the class of the people that were, currently signing and being recruited and committing, I just wanted to clarify that. And, people took it to another level. Oh, he this or he that or he this. And I was like, nah, dog, you ain't gonna do that to that man. He'd been through enough. If you read his page, you saw what he went through at Jackson State with his teammates and stuff. So I wasn't about to, try to contribute to that in a way. You know what I mean? So that's why I deleted it. That's why they have a delete button on there. And it was late at night, so hopefully that many people didn't see it. And leave it alone and don't be bashing that man for that. Hopefully he'll come on to the team, be a walk-on, and earn a scholarship and do his thing. I guess nobody else got anything to say. All right, so Big Dog, what's going on, brother? Season 2 would be crazy, definitely. While we on Colorado stuff, because what I have in my my thumbnail up here, I kind of wanted to go from left to right for some reason, so that's why I put LeBron up there first. I wanted to get that conversation going real quick because I was talking to my homie earlier, D325, who's on the call now, and he asked me about the in-season tournament championship that the Lakers won the other night or last night, and how they celebrated and everything of that nature, right? So I want to bring on my dog to the stage, D325, and also Bull and anybody else who want to join on and talk about the Lake Show and let me know what y'all think about the in-season tournament. And I'll answer any questions because y'all see me covering the Lakers now, putting my Laker info on there. Long-time Laker fan from the get-go. So let me know what y'all thinking.
Man, you know I've been waiting on this part of it.
Oh man,
We done finally got this thing cranking, man. so what was your opinion again on the whole outlook of the whole in-season tournament? You know what I mean? Like, what's your whole take on it? Or you want me to give you my perspective on it first?
I mean, I can tell you what I think on it. I think first of all, the whole thing was LeBron and the Lakers, I think, went into it with a different mindset than probably anyone else did going into the in-season tournament from the games that they played previously up until the Las Vegas games. And I think it was partly because of business. It was partly because of they really trying to prepare to win the championship, the big championship, the NBA championship for at the end of the season, right? So with the fact that LeBron wants to be, he's obviously stated that he wants to be a owner in the league, specifically in Las Vegas. Why wouldn't he be doing business with the league right now? Why wouldn't he be working with the league right now to do everything he can to be, for one, in good graces with them? But like I said, just doing business with them, period. So what the in-season tournament is a business move for the NBA to keep people engaged during the time of the season where people are usually not engaged. And that's what LeBron said himself, right?
So that's what I thought.
So with it being business, LeBron knows this, and he's the ultimate businessman. He said, listen, we can't, minimize this. We can't diminish it. We got to embrace it. And so for anything in life, for someone to embrace something, it's good for the big dog to embrace it, and then everybody else will kind of follow along with it. So what LeBron did was, I think he told him he made a deal with Adam Silver and told his teammates, hey, you guys can make a lot of money on this, which half the team can benefit from. We're going to take it serious. We're going to work as if it's the playoffs, but we're going to celebrate this when we win like it's the NBA championship so that when the next team come along, they'll celebrate it. And it'll be good business for the NBA in the long haul because at the end of the day, I want to be in Las Vegas when I'm done, dog. What y'all think?
Hey, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this got to be for LeBron because this is how it's set up. It felt like the COVID ring. I'm like, man, this just seemed like something for LeBron. But it's good to do that because it will keep the league excited. You know what I'm saying? It kind of not give it a college look or a high school look. You know how college got, you got your Nike camp tournaments and all this and that and invitational tournaments. So throughout the season you do play in tournaments. So it's like it's not unfamiliar to basketball. So to include it into the NBA, I think it's expansion. It's not taken away. It's making the game more interesting in a way to where, you're getting season accolades, and you could actually put those away and have other players aspire to get those same kind of accolades to compare themselves to, greatness in players. So, yeah, I think it's a good move for LeBron. Marketing-wise, it's a great move.
Yeah.
Future legacy-wise, planning for future business partners. It's, it's giving people an idea to look at it, you know what I'm saying, instead of coming in as an athlete. Was that some voodoo? Was that some voodoo, man? What you over there doing over there on the mic, man? What was that, man?
What was that? What?
I don't know what that was. Somebody start whispering.
Oh.
You trying to talk?
Nah, go ahead. Who's that? Go ahead. Step in.
And with me, bro, like personally, at the gate, I really don't like the fact that we got to pay these players more money to make them want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's not good.
Do you think what do you think the money is for the players to play, or is it for the players to do something extra during the season that's going to help get the fans involved more?
Well, that was the whole point. That the ratings were down, so because guys aren't balling per se at the first half of the season, like the first 30 games, I think it was. So they put this incentive in to make them play. That's why we seeing, I guess you could say, competition at this point in the season. Like we weren't getting these kind of games at this point in the season. I mean, up to this point, what would we get? We would get like Christmas games coming up, but other than that, these guys didn't really care too much about it. My whole issue was like, now that he won that, the should I use the word brunsexuals? Like
The
they
sexuals.
What
Damn.
like
the? That's off the dome. Who was that?
like they push it too hard, bro. You feel me? Like they just push it too hard for me for what I think it was. Because in reality, bro, only 23 games in, nothing has been done. I don't feel like in the tournament it was the highest level. Like it wasn't the best teams playing. You know what I'm saying? Like for us not to have that, it was strictly business. It was strictly about ratings. That's all it was, bro.
Well,
Strict.
that's the thing about tournaments. The tournaments, that's why they play tournaments early to get you playing good early. It's like to make that incentive. I like it. I do like it as a hooper. I play hoop too. You know, I ran track, play hoop, play football. But like I'm playing Torrey Pond tournament, Nike camp tournament. Like you play those games like right now in December, like before the actual season start in high school and college. Like you feel me? But you play those tournaments now, and you get the urgency up, and it's good. I think it's good. You know who you really gonna play. Because now teams got to really play people instead of like, oh, I got this guy, I'm gonna let him sit for like a year. It make everything get on point. You know, it help basketball playing in tournaments. It really do.
Yeah,
I can see that.
and my opinion on it is evolution. Like I feel like just like the All-Star game, you know what I'm saying, and I'm sure it wasn't always an All-Star game or a dunk contest or a 3-point contest. The NBA's innovative, you know what I'm saying. They're always trying to find ways to, like you say, get fans involved, get ratings involved, and I I think I'm gonna speak on behalf of the quote unquote Brun sexuals. I'm a LeBron guy, and I feel like the same with the bubble championship. I think the people who the same way people came out the gate rooting for LeBron, people came out the gate since '03 rooting against LeBron, and I feel like certain instances people try to diminish this. Of course, this is not nothing toward his, the GOAT conversation. I think it's just a bullet. Just like when they list off all Jordan accolades, they list all-star MVPs, they list dunk contest champions. I feel like this is just another bullet. It's nothing that's, I'm going to set them over, you know what I'm saying, Jordan or anybody else, obviously, because, this is something new. But with that being said, like I said, I feel like it's just a bullet, you know what I mean? And I think it's good for the game. Like we all agreeing we're getting high quality basketball, you know what I mean? And that's what everybody wants, you know what I mean? It's a business, like you said, it's a business, and for its ratings, you know what I mean? Them boys was hooping, man. And the argument that it wasn't the best players, that's the chance you have of playing tournaments. You know what I mean? The Denver Nuggets, how many 7 and 8 seeds they played last year in the finals, just because that's the way the cookie crumbled. You know what I mean? So you can't dictate, well, they didn't play number 1 seeds. You know what I mean? They played who they had on their schedule.
Right. And that's what I was looking at when I was watching. I was like, okay, I wonder what people will say, because where are the Denver Nuggets? Where are the Warriors? Where are the other teams that a lot of people are saying is going to be in the NBA finals? And they didn't do well at this point to get to the tournament. So I still think, though, it's a measuring point for this point in the season. It's a training camp, so to speak, for the NBA playoffs. It's a way for these guys to get more accolades. Some people are already calling and saying that he's the GOAT because he got this. I'm like, how? Because he got this championship. This is the first one, but I don't know if this is going to be solidify him as the GOAT or will even help him in the GOAT conversation. Like you said, because it's new. But overall, I think if LeBron plays till he's 42 or something like that, then you might have to say the man is the GOAT, man. At least he had the best career ever. You might not say he's just a better athlete basketball player than Michael Jordan was at his peak, but I still think, you know, overall career, if he goes to 40 something, this man is the GOAT of all GOATs. I think. How could we
I,
not say, oh,
I
GOAT James?
agree with you, big dog.
Oh, GOAT James.
Oh, go James. I agree with you, big dog.
Oh, go James. Yeah, Capricorn too.
See, I feel like this when it come to a
Capricorn.
whole nother. This gonna go to a whole nother place. Like
What we going in, Stephen A?
Hey, go there. Oh shit.
so
See,
He's in the
because he played till he 50, he the GOAT.
hell yeah, if he
play
played
till 50.
and
No,
he
If he play,
I'm just
You
I'm
gotta
he
be
saying
play
I'm
at high
saying
level.
no, I'm
yeah,
just
I
saying we
give it
literally
to him.
okay, so my thing, this is me. Again, it's all about personal opinion. Bro, I just I actually care about some of the things that people who are LeBron fans like don't care about at all. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, bro, I feel like if you're so much better than everybody, bro, like you have no reason to be flopping. Like that's just my opinion. Like that's just my opinion. I feel like
Yeah.
you. Can I get y'all take on that first? I'll go on mute.
Can I interject? Like to the people who who play basketball, like I've said before, we're taught when you take a charge. Like if somebody ran into you, you got your feet set, you fall. You know what I mean? No matter how hard they hit you, you fall. Or
Right.
just like taking the football, a hard count. That's almost saying, man, Tom Brady too good to have a hard count. Like why he trying to draw people off sides? That's getting the
Right,
competitive.
right.
That's getting the
Hold on,
competitive advantage.
I like
Chico, I got a question for you.
I like that. That's
Chico,
factual.
I got a question for you though.
Yeah, go
Are
ahead.
we talking about taking charges or selling charges, or are we talking about flopping?
A flop ain't a charge, you know what I'm saying? But you
Oh, okay,
taught that though. You
okay.
taught that to take the charge. We
But you're
use
not
we
taught
use
to
certain
flop though, right?
yeah, flopping is not that's well flop
Okay.
it's almost the same thing. A flop is like a badge like taking the charge
Hold on,
pretty
let me
much.
ask you this. What's your name again, bro? I'm sorry.
I'm really as Thomas L.
All right, cool. So when you what I'm literally talking about when you do things like throw yourself to the ground and nobody knocked you to the ground. Like I'm
But
literally speaking.
that ain't
Huh?
initially flopping. Flopping initially started like remember Rodman and them when Rodman getting back down and Rodman
Well,
used to get back down and then
Bill
he'll flop.
Laimbeer.
Then he'll
Yeah,
fall back. Yeah, that's flopping. But see now people
it
initiate
evolved. Flop
right,
and evolved.
right. It flop into everything else. But that's initially what the flop is. It ain't
Yeah,
all
I
that
agree with
other
that.
stuff you talking about.
I agree with that.
But
I never
and I
heard
also think that's a narrative though. Like when you say just falling to the ground, a lot of the situations there with LeBron in particular, there is contact, and he would be rough the same way you would rough a Giannis or a Shaq, where they're so big and so strong that you know what I'm saying you expect them to play through it, but you should ref everyone the same way. And obviously, Shaq. I mean, out of the three people I named, the Shaq, the LeBrons, the Giannis's, LeBron's probably the one who would be more eager to go to the free throw line opposed to a Shaq or a Giannis who would just want to play through it. So I mean, in my opinion, like I said, when we say LeBron flopping, I feel like a lot of times he sells calls. It's situations where you know what I mean. I don't recall too
I
many
think
situations. Go ahead.
I get what you're saying, but I think he was forced to play like that because early on, I remember Bron playing early on, especially like that San Antonio series, the Detroit series, the early Celtics years. Like he used to get beat up. And I guess he don't know how to really get the call because they didn't want to call it because he OP. And then if he get the foul, did he really foul you? And it's like because he's so strong. So he like I watched him evolve to this flopping throughout the year. I know we all did, but I think truthfully, like he just politically in his mind, he just don't know how to really work with the refs. He just try to be
And,
a friend through his reputation, but I don't think he really has that kind of relationship with the refs.
and
That's what made Jordan so good. Because remember, Jordan was good, right? But he also had a relationship with the rest. No matter what, they just
Jordan was
respected
good,
Jordan.
right? And I'm a Laker fan. I'm not even a Jordan fan for real. Did you just say Jordan was good?
Jordan was the man, pretty much. I mean, watching
Jordan to
him, he
go.
Jordan
Jordan to go.
slow. See, look, you gotta understand when people don't understand. See the difference when you see Jordan play. Jordan slowed down everybody. Like people move slow mo. They're like, oh, he wide open shot. Man, he breaking it. Y'all gotta watch the whole game. But Jordan, how he play ain't nobody. This is the high. It's like how he put everybody in freeze mode. That's what made Jordan so cool and so sick because he'll slow the game down. One pass, break the whole defense down. One crossover, one move, and they want to see all these dribbles. Now they don't know them boys back then. They make one move. It's iced out professional move. This move they've been did a million times over to where nobody could just stop me from moving to the left. Like you can't even stop me. So they don't need no triple crossover. My crossover so sick. I'm just gonna do that and then go right to the basket. So that league right there was something else. And Jordan, like I said, when he played, he slowed the game down from the elbow. But again, he had a good relationship with the referees to where the rest would listen to what he'll say. If you really watch Michael, the rest always listen to him. LeBron never got that relationship because early on, you know, they didn't give him the calls and he didn't really work that relationship out. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why he flopped.
But my question is for you know what I'm saying. My question is, do flopping cancel out 39,000 points? Do it cancel out top 4 all-time assists? Do it cancel out top 9 defensive rebounds, top 9 in steals? You know what I mean? All this, like, that's when I feel like to an extent we're starting to nitpick instead of just enjoy. Like, to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fortunate to be able to watch Jordan, to watch Kobe, to watch LeBron, you know what I mean? And like I consider that, you know, like I said, with my age, by the time I really started keeping up with basketball, I never saw Jordan lose. You know what I mean? I remember the 91 finals, and after the 91 finals, you know, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? So I feel like Jordan is the standard. Jordan is the standard. But I mean, like I said, all the stuff that LeBron has accomplished and the expectations that he had coming out of high school, you know what I mean, for somebody to be the number 1 player in the nation as an 8th grader, and now it's 25 years later, and he's still the number 1 player in his age group. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that should be celebrated, opposed to, man, he be flopping, so he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, I feel like that's nitpicking.
Yeah, it is.
And D said this and brought this up, and he talking about he a Laker fan. How you a Laker fan? Come on, get off mute.
Wait. So hold on, time out. I can have an opinion because a person do all this great stuff over here. But okay, like we all play Little League, we all hoop before, street ball on the parks or whatever. Bro, if we all go out right now, we play. If Chico keep calling BS calls, bro, are we not gonna look at him and hold him accountable for that? Like, are we not? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we not? Like, even if he come tell us, bro, I drop 40 on y'all every time I play against y'all, what's the first thing we gonna say? Bro, but you always calling BS calls, bro. Like, we can't just ignore it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, personal preference, though, bro. Personal preference. And my thing with it is, if he's your favorite, right? That's cool. But don't be so much in love with it that you just fault others as haters because we still choose to have an opinion on something that we don't ride with.
So the people everybody's entitled.
Hold on, let me wait. What you say?
My bad.
The people that's watching, they're probably going to say, "Man, you sound like Coach Hayes." We're talking about not hating on Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? You sound just like it. So do we have our LeBron Laker hater up in here?
Bro, I think he's great. I think he's great, bro. I think he's great. Do me personally, do I respect the path that he took to get where he at? Not 100%. Nah, I don't. Because in my eyes, I always feel like he always jumped ship to play with the better team, so the better situation. And I ain't knocking him for that. That's what he chose to do. You know what I'm saying? But when you tell me stuff like, "Oh, Jordan is standard," I don't see how we go from Jordan being the standard and then swing way over here and be like, "Oh, okay, this is what it is." Like, me personally, I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, if anybody confused about it, for me, Kobe Bryant, I think, you know what I'm saying, is my favorite player. I think Kobe was like great. You know what I mean? Like, and the way he handled the game and the way he controlled himself with the game, I feel like that to me meets the standard when you go to talk about like Jordans and shit.
Yes, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, but you can't dispute facts. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is that he playing
40 on you.
I ain't arguing with that. it's certain narratives that certain people push that's factually incorrect. Like people say, LeBron's not clutch, but it's a fact that he has more game winners than, you know what I'm saying, your favorite player. People, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll say, well, I don't feel like LeBron's a scorer, but it's a fact. And I'm not talking about over total points, because obviously he played 21 years. But if we break it down to how we all know how averages work. If we break it down to averages, he still averaged more, you know what I'm saying, more everything than Kobe Bryant. He still has, and it's a fact that he has more finals MVPs. You say he jumped to better teams, but it's a fact that every team that he joined wasn't a playoff team before he got there. So it's not like
See, that's what my issue come in at.
Miami won the championship
And,
with Shaq.
hold on, and that's what my issue come in at. Y'all
my-
speak as if this
hold on,
man showed up. Hold on, y'all speak as if this man showed. Y'all speak as if this man showed up to the Bad News Bears and started pitching and they won the World Series. Like, it's not like he was just the only one. It was a plan every single time.
But
And he's the head hunter, though.
Hold on,
He's the head hunter.
The way, like if Coach Prime was to win a championship in Colorado, nobody's gonna discredit for him because he brought people from the transfer portal. Like if you watch the movie Coach Carter didn't like he brought his son with him. His son was, you know what I'm saying? So like that,
Chico,
like
Chico,
that's different. See, but yeah,
Chico,
you coming from, so you talking about coming from the grave. You know what I'm saying? None of them teams came
and
from the
that's
grave.
what I'm saying.
Hold on, brother.
Hey, bro, you jumping back in?
Hold on. What he was saying about Miami? Miami won the championship in 2006. LeBron got there in 2011. When did Miami make the playoffs between that time?
They wasn't really out of it.
When did the Cavs make the playoffs after LeBron left? When was the last time the Lakers made the playoffs before LeBron got there?
That's the whole. That's the plague. That's gonna be the plague of LeBron's career, because people gonna always, if you try to compare the two, because it's gonna compare to that. It's gonna say, well, he always went to give assistance. He didn't get help and then win what he needed to get to win.
Exactly, bro.
So that conversation gonna always, because when you talk about they even tried to do that with Magic. You see what I'm saying? That's why they put Jordan on top of Magic, because Magic came in with Kareem. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Worthy. All these people who was with the Lakers already killing. So they couldn't really say Magic was the man, even though he was the man, but he didn't build it. So when you build it, it's yours. That's all.
When you build it, it's yours. And like I said, bro.
So he didn't build in Miami. He didn't build in LA. He didn't build in Cleveland.
He went to go play with
a better situation,
and he came with Chris Bosh. So it's like you can't say that. He came with Chris Bosh to go play with D-Wade. So you can say D-Wade did, because D-Wade stayed and won another championship. Because even when D-Wade played by himself, they brought in Shaq, and Shaq was half hurt. D-Wade was hurt, broke his shoulder, still won a championship. Went crazy.
And let me ask you this, bro.
Exactly, bro.
How many playoff series did Chris Bosh win before or after LeBron? Or Anthony Davis win before LeBron? Or Kyrie won before or after LeBron? We can't act like LeBron joined the Celtics or he joined the Pistons, or you know what I'm saying? Like these were great players. These were great players, but it's a lot. Like you can replace a Kyrie with Dame. You know what I'm saying? Like if Dame if he went to Portland, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make an argument that he would have had the same success. Or he went to Oklahoma, you can argue that he would have had the same success. You know what I mean?
Chico, here go my question though. The man said, let's stick to the facts. It is a fact that when this man showed, it is a fact, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't, like it happened. Let's just
I'm saying
it's
a fact. It's a fact that Chris Bosh never won nothing before or after LeBron. It's a fact that Kevin Love never won nothing.
But you missed the point. You missed the point
where Kyrie never won nothing before or after LeBron.
But you missing the point of what he's saying as far as the rebuild, bro. Like it was never a point. Like he didn't really get to a rebuilding point till he got to the Lakers, bro. In my opinion.
That could be debatable too. But I would say let's look at this right here. Put everybody because of the background noise. But anytime you want to come in, just unmute yourself. Um, so right now, shoot, LeBron is in his what 7th season as a Laker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 seasons, 7 seasons as a Laker. Or yeah, this 6th season right here. So the point is, if he plays what 4 more seasons, which I think he can, he'll be right up there with as many seasons as he's played in Cleveland. What jersey will he be wearing when he goes into the Hall of Fame? What number will he be wearing? I think he's working on the second half of his career to have the Lakers retire both his jerseys, 23 and 6, like Kobe. What do y'all think about all of that?
That gotta happen, and he know that. To actually get in the Jordan conversation, he gotta stay somewhere and win 2, 3 of them, and he gotta talk like that. You know what I'm saying? And then
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He got that weight, but he got Curry, you got Nuggets, you got man. You didn't expect this. Like if this was 2 years ago, you say okay, LeBron did it. Yeah, he might could do it, but right now, I don't think he could do it though, because this is too much out there.
Yeah, a lot of people do kind of downplay. MJ had Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr.
Hold on, time out. But you'll do that. But LeBron had more help than all them niggas.
I will say LeBron had a lot of Hall of Famers too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, of course. Kobe probably had the least amount.
I agree with that.
Kobe and Shaq. Look, Kobe came in with Shaq. Shaq just lost to Hakeem, and they killed the Bulls that year. Shaq probably the only one that could say he killed the Bulls before the Bulls went dynasty again with Jordan. Like he the last one. Him and Penny went crazy against the Bulls. And that's what brought Jordan back. Then he went with Kobe to the Lakers. Kobe was already going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But still, that was a growing effort. That's why you could give it to Kobe and Shaq. Until he ever do that, if LeBron got to lead some players. Pippen grew into a Hall of Famer with the guidance of Jordan. So you can't really even say Pippen would have been a Hall of Famer without Jordan, because you're gonna always go back to that Magic game when Pippen got beat by Penny and Shaq. So
would Gasol be a Hall of Famer without Kobe?
Negativity.
Of course not.
Okay.
That don't make no. That's like saying is water why is water wet? That don't make no sense. Like, come on, hey, you talking about Gasol would have been. What was he at? He was in Portland. He was in Denver. He was in Memphis, right? He was in Memphis. He would have staying losing with his brother. Kept getting beat. Him and Mark and Paul, both of them getting beat. Both of y'all take so many.
I think it really helped Kobe come in there. Let me see if I can add this up. I guess I can't add that file. I'll blow this one up right here so y'all can see the stats between Kobe, comparing Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant at age 35. Without a doubt, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant are the 3 most popular players to ever play the game. They're also top 3 or top 10, also 3 top 10 players in NBA history who have dominated the game for over a decade during 3 or their respective eras. Because of their impact on the floor and ability to dominate the game on both ends of the floor, they are often compared with one another in terms of accolades and production. They have also been relevant players at the age of 35, talking about those guys. But we can look at these stats right here. Just looking at the trophies, right? Can everybody see that? Let me see.
Right. LeBron needs 2 more with the Lakers.
LeBron needs 2 more with the Lakers?
He got to get 2 with the Lakers and AD. Or if he don't get AD, he got to bring in a rookie, or he got to bring in somebody to win with and really take LA on a 3-peat. He got to go. He got to go on a 3-peat somewhere.
He played the other night. If AD could continue to play like that, that's the AD we need. Like Bubba Dub. That's the AD we need. That's what we need, AD.
Until you see Joker, he start peeing on himself, pissing on the leg.
Hey, can I do a plot twist? Can I do a plot twist?
What's the plot twist?
Who is most hated out of these 3?
Jordan.
Who's most hated?
I say Kobe.
He call out Kobe and Jordan.
Like nobody never flat out and came out and said, I don't want to play with Jordan.
Oh well, no, be like you Jordan was scared.
But the evidence is why you like, bro. Kobe's the type the walk in the locker room and tell you to take your shoes off. Only reason I showed up to practice to tell y'all bums. Like I like.
Right.
How you
That's
think-
Jordan too. Hey, that's
How you
Jordan. He got that from Jordan.
Yeah, that's Jordan too. But you'll say Jordan the greatest.
But I'm saying you
Jordan
okay.
tell you- no,
But
Jordan
Jordan
tell
is the
you
greatest
trash.
because of what Jordan is the greatest because of what he accomplished, not because of his attitude. Jordan is the greatest because of the 5 MVPs, the 6 Finals MVPs, the 10 scoring titles. That what make Jordan the greatest.
You talking about Black Jesus, man? You know they call that man Black Jesus and Black Cat. But he said don't make him mad. You think they was just saying that because he was a nice guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly.
You talking about Michael? Man, come on, man.
But is it because of what Jordan
proving why Kobe the most hated, bro. Point proving why Kobe the most hated.
Bro, Kobe the most hated because no, man, we ain't gonna even get into that. We're talking straight basketball.
That could be debated. You know, I would say probably a lot of times it's usually the best player or the one that's most loved the most is probably the one that's hated the most. So I was thinking about saying probably MJ, but a lot of hate goes to LeBron. So I think a lot of hate goes to all of these guys.
But we gotta look at it. At one point, Kobe was people saw Kobe as a pure ball hog. People saw, you know what I'm saying? Like Kobe had so much stuff. They hated him.
And they hated the fact that he was so close to Michael Jordan, you know, in game wise. They hated that too.
Yeah. But they didn't want nobody to be better than Mike, or you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even to play with Mike.
And we can make the same argument about LeBron because people 80s babies, Jordan made us fall in love with the game. So in 2002, 2003, when they say, hey, it's this 17-year-old kid in Akron, they already got the feel like people, oh, he ain't gonna be that good. He ain't gonna be that good. I've heard people go as far as to say nobody will never be better. How can you say nobody will never be better than Jordan? So a man can go out here and win 15 scoring titles and 10 MVPs and 10 Finals MVPs, and he's not gonna be better. No, that's just your favor. That's just your favor. And you're entitled to your opinion. But like I said, as far as facts, bro, ain't nobody seeing.
Well, I think that fall up on even what they saying about LeBron now. Nobody would never break these records that he's doing. It's just so far, like it's almost too far to even be like a reasonable thing that could happen, bro. Like I don't think they saying it like, oh, he's Michael Jordan. No, they saying what Jordan accomplished, what he did. Do we really see anybody doing that again? That's all they mean by that, bro.
But I'm gonna be 1,000. I'm old enough to remember when Jordan retired. When Jordan retired in what that was 95, people was already like this was 3 championships. People was already saying he was the greatest of all time. If you look at the back of the Jordan 12s, it came out. It said quality inspired by the greatest of all time. That was before 6 championships. So like that I mean, it's opinions of who your favorite. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we go to stats. That's why I look so heavy at stats. And I know a lot of people say, well, stats don't tell the whole story. But that's all we go by. I mean, I feel like the eye test sometimes can be overrated. Like they keep score for a reason. You can't just watch 2 teams play and say, "Oh, this team looked better than this team, so they won." No, who had the most points?
Who had the most points?
Well, yeah, but in that scenario, of course, that's 100% true.
He broke it down in a different way because you can look at how long somebody played, or you know whether they
exactly, bro.
No. I mean,
the journey, the body of work, what they did.
I like
that's why they have averages. That's why they have averages.
You like what?
What you said earlier though about the fact that you know your argument was he won the 6 championships and got the 6 MVPs. You could base it off of winning. And winning the big games and stuff, then you could say, yeah, he's the GOAT. But then if you just want to say, okay, well, I'm looking at the stats, then you look at LeBron James, that the man averaged 25 points for how long?
But Jordan averaged 30. Jordan retired averaging 30.
But he retired and stopped and came back. And, you know, but that's just my argument as far as when you talk about stats. I just think that the longevity of him doing it so long might be more impressive to me personally than Jordan doing it at such a high level.
But see, this is where it comes in. That for me, I look at the body of work that was put in. I look at like how my man was saying, bro, you know how much of a load you put on yourself by staying in one spot and rebuilding and shit? Like, I look at what you say. Go ahead, bro.
In my opinion,
What's
it's
this?
hard. It's harder to win 3 different championships on 3 different teams than it is to win 6 on one team. Like,
I would. Now,
Nah,
come on, you
nah, no
reaching,
way.
you reaching for the stars.
no,
No
no, no,
way.
no, no. Because,
No way.
hey, because, but
That's
I was
why. That's why
hey,
LeBron.
some
See,
kind of
you
way I
making
kick
LeBron
myself off.
fans look.
Hold on, what you said, bro? What you say?
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I got everybody on here. Who all?
What you was saying, bro?
Oh, me,
Okay.
I was just saying, man. I was like that. That's extreme. That's why you sound like extreme. You making
That's
LeBron
why he
fans
be
seem
getting knocked
extreme.
on. Yeah,
Right.
that's why he get knocked
That
on.
Hey,
you can't go
listen.
that extreme.
Hey,
Yeah, that's extreme,
hey,
bro.
I wasn't on when you were talking about that Orlando year, and when you were talking about Pippen.
Hold on, can
Keep
we
in
stay right
mind,
here? No, go
keep
ahead, do
in
your thing.
mind when Jordan retired to play baseball, that same Bulls team was 1 game away from going back to the finals. So, like, we can make an argument, and for you to say Jordan got 6, Kobe got 5. Phil Jackson was the coach for all 11 of them. Coaching make a difference. The culture make a difference. The front office make a difference. So that's why I feel like, I mean, you can be in a perfect situation at that one team, but for everywhere you go, you win and you the man. Like, I feel like that's harder.
Well, that's Mike. That's MJ. He won in college. He tore it up in North Carolina. Came to the league. Well, he started off kind of rough. He had Detroit and the Celtics and all these boys, but like even that last team you was talking about, like they built that team around Jordan, and Jordan left all his impression on them, and you can see. Because I remember I was like what 13, 14, 12, 13. I was big time hooping. I was hooping 7 to 8, 10 to 12, 11. Because I was tall when I was young. I was like 6'3" when I was 11. So. But I'm watching him, and when we watched that game against Orlando, you can see, yeah,
Hell,
yeah. When I was 6'5" at 16 and stopped growing.
I got the same.
It
I got
stopped
the
growing.
same story.
You know
I,
what I'm saying? So like, I think they gave me something. I probably would have been 7 foot. I don't know. But we were saying we could tell you could watch the Bulls play that game against Orlando and tell they were still playing like they was with Jordan, but they needed Jordan. And if they never played with Jordan, they wouldn't have been playing like that. And that's what it was. He was watching the residue of that whole team just get. And Jordan seen that. That's why he came back, because he knew he had to finish the
so,
job showing them how to win championships.
but my question is why didn't Miami have similar success when LeBron left Miami? Why Cleveland didn't have similar success when LeBron left Cleveland? Like, what I'm saying is we're discrediting what the Bulls front office put together, bro. Like, we putting everything on Jordan, and like I said, and in my opinion, based off what he accomplished, Jordan is the GOAT. Jordan is the GOAT. But we have to take in consideration, like I said, if you look at what Kobe did, Kobe never won a championship till Phil got there. Phil left, Kobe didn't win no more. Phil came back, Kobe didn't win no more. I mean, Kobe won. When Phil left again, Kobe didn't win no more. Like, I mean, it's, we have to take all this in consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so yeah.
Right. The
for sure.
coach is gonna be like, you just go, Chico.
No, I was just gonna say for sure. We're gonna wrap up the Laker talk. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Y'all like the conversation? We're gonna do more of it, of course, talking about Laker basketball, LeBron James. Of course, we got the GOAT talk going on with LeBron, MJ, and Kobe. With my guys checking in. AT, I'm gonna call you Aurelius Thomas L, but I'm gonna call you AT Aurelius. That's cool.
You can call me ATL, but I'm from Cali.
ATL, okay, all right. ATL, I got you, my dog. ATL, D325, and the Bull 205 up in here, man. Checking in.
I gotta
So,
lock in with AT, man.
gotta lock in with it. Also, you gotta lock in with this right here, as we're gonna move to talk about, of course, Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. Y'all can stay on to talk about this too, because I know y'all are Coach Prime fans also, or either you just have your opinion on it, period, just like everybody else out there. A lot of people were doubting what Coach Prime was doing, how he was recruiting. Why don't he have, why is he not out there like Nick Saban recruiting? Does Coach Prime have to recruit like the other coaches out there? Does he have to go to the living rooms, or is it more enticing to get these players and parents to come see him in Boulder where it's colder?
He in everybody live. He in your hand. He in your pocket. He in the phone. He on the TV. He in the sky. He on your wall. Recruiting. Look, the sub definition for recruiting is marketing. Marketing means recruiting. So when you
Yeah.
market, you're recruiting people into a particular area to participate in something. That's marketing. That's what marketing is. Recruit. It's the same definition, same meaning of the word. And of course, this man is come on, man.
Get it.
And now I might not be as high on Coach Prime as y'all, and I feel like a lot of what he's doing is from his celebrity. You know what I mean? Most Power Five coaches, they were assistants somewhere. They had to come up the coaching ladder. Like Coach Prime be a head coach everywhere he go. You know what I mean? And I feel like last year, you know what I'm saying, was kind of a result of that. I mean, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him, but I don't think I'm as high. And I'm interested to see what he does in more so the it seems like he's targeting the transfer portal more so than high school recruits, and that's the new wave. He adapting with the times. I can't knock him for that.
Well, for sure, he's targeting transfer portal guys over high school guys for obvious reasons. You got transfer portal guys who have a proven body of work. You have film on them. Of course, they're more mature than a young kid. You also, like I said, you can have the film on. You can see what they've done in the past. You can see them playing against college type talent. And now you're not really taking a chance on the kid as much as you are as a high school kid. Now you're not paying a non-proven commodity. You're paying, if you're going to pay, at least pay for some starters, pay for some guys you've seen play before, pay for some guys you know exactly what you're going to get from them, at least close to it. And I think that's what Coach Prime has been doing and focusing on.
Right. Prime. People. He so. I love his mind. I like. He remind me of myself so much. Prime is getting enough of the young talent, right, to compete against the right talent in college to gain the skill and practice, right, to be able to play right now. He is recruiting nothing but 90 rating freshmen. Everybody got like a 91, 96, 95. Well, that's 96. I think that was the highest rated freshman. But Prime is building enough depth within his lines to where you're going to be able to have a first team on every team, third team, second team, first team. Everybody can combine and play against each other. So you bring in Jordan Senior and you bring him up against Nolan, or you bring him up against this brother from Georgia. Not Georgia, but he's from Georgia, but he go to Florida Gators. He's what 6'3", 280. You get them guys going to get these. He's going to fast track this team to where they're going to be like a Bama built team or Georgia built team this year. Watch how many 5 stars they swap out. The clue is going to be who hop in the portal, because they're going to say, man, this dude right here, we are
Well,
All-American.
yeah. And yeah, exactly. Hop in the portal to where they can get them. Right now, Colorado hasn't lost anybody that's surprising to them in the portal. Like if a starting quarterback or a wide receiver or somebody jump out like that, like other schools are having. Colorado hasn't had that. The guys that left or jumped into the portal were holdover guys or guys they knew that probably would jump in the portal because of the coaches leaving and their relationship that they have, and just looking for another opportunity because they see what's coming with Coach Prime, and he's bringing in, like you said, those pro-rated players, especially on the offensive line. These guys have already been projected as being third-round picks, fourth-round picks, second-round picks, so to speak. So these are the guys he's been going after starters from that transfer portal. I wrote down here what I think as far as, let me see, where did I put that? This is what I think he's going to be going after. I'm saying right now, I say 3 cornerbacks, and he's probably looking for somebody from the HBCU level because he knows that the talent is there, especially in the skill positions on that HBCU level, to where he can pull up somebody. Now, it's not a situation where he's trying to, take from the HBCU level. It's almost like, giving those young guys an opportunity, because just the fact of it'll be harder, so to speak, to go pro from the HBCU level because of the perceptions and stuff. So that's not me saying, that's the rules, that's the facts. So if he can bring up one of those players from the HBCU level, that'll be good for you know, what he's trying to do and continue to do for HBCUs anyway. I'll say 3 good linebackers, big bodies, you know, four or so defensive tackles, running back, wide receivers, offensive line, probably 2 more offensive linemen you'll probably see this week. I think Big Boy from Alabama should be coming, and probably Big Boy from Florida. That's just my guess. That's just me saying this. So it's still a lot more to gain in Colorado. They're not finished yet. So I think anytime somebody come and sit down in front of Coach Prime is a high chance that they'll be committing and signing if they get there. Let me see here. If y'all can see a lot of these things, Coach posts on his Twitter and so on. I'll just say stay tuned for what's to come from Colorado football. AT.
Yo.
You got AT up in here. What do you think about them using Alton McCaskill next year behind this big offensive line, and how much that running game can balance out the offense, you know, and have them basically improve and be what they feel like they can be on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, let that go by. Well, McCaskill, I think I handed on last night. Like this for me, from my visionary eye, I see Prime moving towards more of that run, load up, play offense. The key for Shador next year, it's not about quantity, it's quality, right? So now we want to get efficiency. So we want to look at less passes from Shador, but more efficient and more yards gained. So through that running game, right, we're going to allow Shador to take time and make the right passes by reading the defense from what the run game is showing. And Alton McCaskill, like I said, you can control the defense with him because he controls the A-gap running lane like no other. He reminds me so much of AP. And for me, he's just hitting Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis had the same thing with his knee. He had to take his time through college, the pros, but he's the same height, same kind of poised character, same kind of like running style. The A-gap, swoop to the B-gap, outside sweep. He's really good at that, and that's going to allow defense to fill boxes. And you know what that means? Over the top.
Exactly.
That's going to allow Shador to load up and really pick apart defenses. But what really was good that I've seen, they talked about this young guy that came in. His name is Baby T.O. Now, this man from TCU, I seen some of his high school stuff right now, and I seen some stuff from TCU. The guy does play like T.O., but he's jogging him in, and he loves to hitch play, and he runs back hitch plays. That's why they call him T.O. Remember how T.O. used to run the hitch, and he'd make one man missing, and he to the house, right? Early T.O. He doing the same thing, 6'5", 210. Oh, give him 5 pounds, get him a little quicker. Let's go, Shador. So the run game next year, I'm looking at around maybe 40 to 45 plays to 30 to 27 pass plays being called next year. Run heavy offense, surprise ball, touchdown, a lot of run down your throat. And I also see a lot of rotation of the line because now you have so many capable packages you can run, from pro to power to trips to offset this, offset jet this, slot here. You can run everything now, especially with those offset plays. You'll be able to put the tight end back there and run your sweeps and your jets and just power out of that. So you're going to see different run packages. I see Dylan coming in with a certain run group. I see Alton McCaskill coming in with a certain run group. Let's say this lineman package is for McCaskill to get the big plays open up the A gaps. Let's say these linemen here, maybe I would say Seaton and Johnson would be good for him for the screens, because Johnson play so similar and to almost not as big as tall, but as athletic. Like it will give Dylan those little quick screens, those little bubble screens, those little flare screens. Those are going to open up for him so much because they're going to be quick enough to get in front of Dylan, because Dylan's problem was what? He getting out there so fast because these linemen can't keep off their feet. They over there stuck, right? All that's going to open up. So I see a lot of different.
No, I was gonna say I think so too. You're exactly right. I want to address this comment right here. William Berry said I listened to Aaron Butler's dad saying that Prime didn't give direction to his son. My opinion from his words is that he didn't have the confidence that his son would ever become a key piece of the Buffs. I would say this for all the guys who decommitted, high school guys, I would probably say because they probably was looking at a business opportunity to try to get some money in hand right now. I could be wrong. I'm not talking about this kid particular. I'm just talking about in general because he let it be known that it's not a money grab, dog. And if anything, I'll be paying the transfer guys, not no unproven guy who I had a quote from the interview that we did, and what he said was, you need to practice on being great, not trying to be rich. If you be great at what you do, eventually the wealth is going to come. So we're not worried about anybody who's not there. He also made a quote saying, listen, if we ain't get them, we ain't lose nothing that we can't overcome. So just think about it like that, man. Y'all, a lot of people come in with their hands out. What do you usually do when people come in with their hand out? You're like, what? Don't come in with your hand out, dog. Like, just start doing work or something. Or come in, talk. Don't just come in with your hand out, dog. So, I think that's reserved for the guys who put in that work in the transfer portal, already put in that work in college, and we know their production. Moving on, though, I would say this. I want to ask this question: what do y'all think about the big fella coming in, possibly joining Coach Prime? What could he bring to the table? My guy, Big Warren Sapp, and I'm gonna pull up one of his Instagram videos that I saw him post, and then of course Coach Prime liked it. That's his homie. But I wanted to show you what Warren Sapp was doing on the video and what his caption was. Big Sapp. Here it is right here. All right, let me see. I'm gonna share this like this. Keyshawn Johnson. Look at Big Sapp right here. Right. Of course, Coach Prime said, my dog. But look what Big Sapp saying. Good morning. Oiling up the machine. We got work to do. Sapp not fishing. Victory Monday. We got work to do. Oiling up the machine. What y'all think that mean? And look at him working on the technique, defensive line technique. You see him? Defensive line technique.
The drills in there.
He knows that to get out there on that football field and be coaching, I got to be in shape also. I got to feel right. I got to look right. I got to be the part. And it's going to be a lot of movement, running around, not playing around. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess I'm not showing it. Hold on, my bad. Y'all didn't let me know I wasn't showing it. Easky. There we go. The D-line movement right here. Y'all see that? Big Sapp.
You know what time it is?
Big Sapp, right. He oiling up the machine. Y'all can see it.
I told you he's going to go there. He said he's going to teach him the 5 steps. I'm telling you, teach him that out in, straight down, out in, peak. It's over with. He going to teach him how to get on that. He going to teach him how to do out steps, man. And you seen that last year, huh?
And the thing is, he's going to stay on him. Not saying the coach didn't stay on him, but you could tell, I know Sapp will be on him throughout the games, throughout the practices, each and every play. It's not any plays off. It's not, nah, dog. We going after every play. I'm going to get somebody else out there that's going to do it, when you're tired or whatever. No, none of that. Get off the field. Big Sapp is on you the whole time. I can see it now. I think that's going to be great with him and Big Phil Loadholt as the two coaches going at each other, two former players. They crossed over and played against each other. Loadholt probably didn't have to directly block him, being that Sapp played inside and Loadholt played outside at the tackle position. But they've been on the field together at the same time, and they are the same type pedigree dogs from the NFL, longtime veterans in the league. Man.
Right. Look, so you looking at Tampa 2. Oh, my God. Bunch of cookie monsters out there. And you're looking at OU 2000, what was that? 6 with Peterson? 5? Was it Peterson? Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, it was a 5? With all the run game. That's we teach that whole D-line how to cookie monster. Oh, man, it's over with.
And in my opinion, I think last year on the offensive line, a lot of the problems was technique. You know, a lot of the problem was technique, and you got a veteran guy coming in who is about the size of the guys he's going to be coaching. Looks like the guys, excuse me, who he's going to be coaching. He's not that much older, you know. So him, Sapp, the type of energy that's going to be around Colorado football is going to be a lot different this year. It's going to be upped a lot. Shout out to Coach Dancy, who's the outside linebackers coach now, taking over for Coach Nick Williams. Talking about energy, that's what Coach Nick Williams brought. But you guys might be surprised at the energy that former head coach Coach Dancy will bring. Also, he's a former outside linebacker and safety at Jackson State, and young guy with a lot of energy. Same thing, that fire is what you need on defense. You got big Sapp, like you're doing the dance right now, but that's what it is on defensive lines. Hands and feet, baby. Not being a magnet, not getting blocked, not staying on blocks like that. You know, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what Sapp is going to bring to the table. I'm gonna say gonna bring, like I 100% know, but if he was to be the coach, you know, I think this is what he can bring. Any other possible defensive line coach? I heard the guy from was he from Houston, the defensive line coach early, but I'm not sure. I think Sapp should be the guy, and I would love to see him working. Like I said, I'm an advocate for. Let me take this off. I'm an advocate for former players getting the chance to coach, you know, and to teach technique and to teach things from a perspective of actually doing it.
Right.
Not
Like
just
that.
from, you know, I'm looking at the playbook, or I know X's and O's, or, you know, some of those guys make good coaches, but in those trenches and techniques and stuff,
You got to get hands on.
you got to get hands on and know what you're doing, dog. I'll give you a
Right.
prime example real quick. Y'all might laugh at this, all right? Give you a prime example really quick. I had an opportunity where I was coaching wide receivers at this college, and the college had issues or whatever. You know, they don't pay coaches a lot anyway, but they lost their women's volleyball coach, and they needed a coach, or they was going to cut the season, right? So the girls needed a coach, and they asked me, Chico, would you coach volleyball? I said, man, I don't know nothing about volleyball, dog. You know, I said, find somebody. Y'all gotta find somebody. So they looked around, couldn't find anybody. Finally came back and asked me again, said, we'll pay you this much for it. I said, you know what? I don't know volleyball, but I know they'll be in shape. And maybe the girls know volleyball, right? So I had to make a decision, though. Do I go out here and try to act like I know volleyball and then eventually get exposed? Or do I go in and say, hey, I don't know nothing about volleyball, but y'all going to be in shape and y'all can help me coach volleyball with you guys, right? Because eventually you're going to be exposed. You're not going to be able to show them techniques of how to hit the ball or how to dig a ball if you haven't really done it. I can look at all the books and how to do videos I want, but if I can't demonstrate sometimes, especially being a younger coach, if you can't demonstrate and the only thing you can do is point and say, they're not going to respect you as much. So you can see a guy out there like Sapp sweating at the practices that you will see him at. I guarantee you're going to see him moving like this, sweating like this at the practices. Right. It's going to bring another level of respect from those players, I think.
Right. Sapp, like I said, Sapp ain't about to just stand there. He like that's like you standing there coaching the football team and not getting involved. Like anybody that coaches football, you got to get involved. And as a player, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it won't happen. Me just standing there not getting involved. It won't happen. It can't
right.
happen.
It can't happen. Your spirit won't let you. You're gonna be out there like, how I end up out here? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna just wander out there and start playing. So it's like, man, come on, you talking about Sapp. Man, Sapp was one of the most like chemistry kind of like gel kind of players. Everybody loves Sapp. He was mean as hell, but you love him to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's Warren Sapp. He about to be at that thing teaching them. He said it. He said he got to be in there bagging with him.
Let me go back to what you said, because it just reminded me of something. When you say you can't just be sitting there and watching and whatever. This is me and my little league team right here, and I'm filming with the GoPro camera from the back, right? And as the play, and you know, of course, like Coach Prime said, I'll share that with y'all later. But of course, you know, my jerseys had my guys looking fresh and clean about that thing, right? So I'm back here filming, and I can't hold my excitement. When the guy makes the play, I'm gonna have the audio up for you guys too. But when the guy makes the play, kid makes the play, I'm right there behind him going crazy. Yeah, look, following the play or whatever. I even got footage of me jogging, running down the field. Here it is. Look, watch me right here with the shorts on. I didn't know it was on this footage. But I run down the field and stuff also. You can't help yourself. Oh, I was running down the field.
Right.
But watch this. Let me let this play just to make my point. Right?
Let's go on the ball, man. Let's go run it.
I haven't watched this in a while.
Go, Povo. There you go. There it is. There it is. Great block, Walker.
There you go.
Go with it.
Hey,
Go
be the
with it.
only
Go
one
with
screaming.
it. Go with it.
Look, running behind the play and everything. But
Hey.
running, giving chest bump.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's football though. You know what I'm saying?
Great job.
Right. That's the spirit of football. Ain't nobody ever played football go sit there. Hey, I'll be around at the park like last year. I went to a little party. I was in dress shoes. That's the only thing that really didn't let me, because I know I said, nah, I ain't about to go out here and slip. Because even if I even just try to play around, I'm going to accidentally go hard and mess around and slip. Like, that's the spirit of football. You play this game. Like, I let it go a long time ago, but I still love the game. But you ain't about to sit there and you can't. And Sapp, look, Sapp and Low, these two dudes, these two men, I ain't gonna call them dudes, these two champions, these two skillful athletes are considered two of the most elite. I'm shocked Low ain't in the Hall of Fame for the work he did with Peterson.
Right.
I'm like, he gonna get in there, but these dudes aren't just your average old lineman.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
The starters, the guys with a lot of experience and projected to go to the league. Lanikia, quick question. What did I miss? How did the volleyball team do with you coaching? Great question right there. We actually went, was it 500? So we won some games. You know, we didn't get just smashed out there. We won some games because I told them, hey, listen, damn it, you know what I mean? I'm a football coach. You're going to be in shape. Well, come on, coach. Why we got to do this? Nah, we're going to be in shape. We're going to do some volleyball drills from YouTube or whatever, but you're going to be in shape. And whatever drills y'all did before, I'll be on the side watching you, and I know when you're being lazy or not. I know when your technique is bad or not. I can tell you that, you know. So, of course, I didn't have the same passion. I mean, I had passion coaching, but of course, I didn't have the same knowledge, should I say, as playing and teaching my young fellows out there like this. And just simple stuff I used to do, like to keep everything in focus and understanding. Like this young kid right here, Fat Man Robinson, right? Young kid, but had a lot of heart, a lot of ability and everything. Probably was the smartest one out there, right? Load up your offensive line, keep it simple, and we're going to run an easy sweep right here. Just give them the ball. Just give them the ball. But the main thing is the offensive line up front understands their job. You're not turning around looking, throwing lookout blocks. You know, we're blocking up front. If anything, just let Fat Man run that thing.
Give me some.
But point is this, man, you got to have some type of passion about what you're doing, whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, whatever it is. Some more highlights from Little League, but we get on all type of subjects on here. Some things we talk about football. Sometimes we talk about Lakers. Sometimes we talk about motherhood, fatherhood, childhood, whatever. Whole bunch of things on the Big Dog Chico Show. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the chats. If we can go from there. We got my dog ATL checking in. Where you checking in from, ATL? Let them know again.
I'm coming from East Oakland, California right now. I'm at the stove. Don't worry, I had to put a little mic on. But yeah, California in the building, Oakland in the building. Shout out to everybody throughout the country, all the fam. Peace to Cheek. Buff Nation. Whatever nations you from, all of that, and all the good stuff with that. Peace and love to everybody. Peace.
Peace and love. Aurelius Thomas L, ATL in the building. Check in with me next time we go live, Big Dog. I appreciate you doing it this time too. Oklahoma up in here, Atlanta in here. Volleyball games are called matches. Yes, we won that many matches. See, I had to get corrected on that too. Coach Chico, you can't be calling up. We ain't playing no games. Now we playing matches. We got matches, Coach Chico. He's like, all right. All right, my bad. I'm gonna get it right though. You know, let's run these sprints though. We're gonna get in shape. Chico, why we gotta run so much? I used to have to play games with her. Hey, don't you wanna get them abs you were talking about? Don't you want to get in shape? Why we gotta run stadiums? Cause those stadiums don't get you right. Los Angeles up in here. Miller was inconsistent. Jimmy got, what do you say? Jimmy got his mind right to stay focused for sure. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't hit the like yet. If y'all like me, I could do some reviews and such reactions on my kids' videos right here. Little League team. Shout out to the Speed Hustle Panthers, Selma, Alabama. Also, get you some merch. I got some merch for you guys. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Big Dog Chico, BIGGDOG _Chico. Also on Twitter, Big Dog Chico and Chico Cleveland on Twitter. Let me see here. Read some comments, man. I pay attention. I don't care. Well Off Media, you can't sell me a dream. What do you mean? Roy Jones Jr. Did any other receivers' numbers go up after week 1? Don't be stupid now, Chatty Pat. Oh, man, come on now. What y'all talking about, man? I got to start reading y'all comments before I put them on. Oh, now, Chico, what's good? Stephen Charles in the building. Solid Gold said, Solid Gold up in here? Is this the Solid Gold from, this can't be Solid. This ain't Solid Gold. This ain't the Golden Child, is it? I know this ain't Solid Gold. And it's Monday. I need to go on Rawhide show, right? Let me holler at Rawhide. CT up in here. And Shador being protected. What's happening with your Solid Gold? Come on. I know you've been having a lot to say on Rawhide, man. What you got to say on here? I know you got some opinions, man. State them. Put them in, dog. All love. Your comments are all your comments, though. They do not reflect the comments of Big Dog Chico. You feel me? Got my dog Solid Gold. What TB at? Don't ask him, Chico. Cecily. Houston, Texas. Beaumont, Texas in here. The place where my dude Kendrick Perkins is from. Beaumont, Texas. Right? It's an Instagram link. Oh, did I send the Instagram link? My bad, folk. Here we go. There we go. I got the real link in there now, right?
Yeah, my bad, man. I just went to the store real quick, get some little essentials. Take a little walk. It's a beautiful day, Oakland, California. West Oakland, really. Sunset out. It's a little.
Hey, we got Solid Gold checking in. Solid Gold. Oh, now what you got to say to the people out there? Let them know where you're checking in from, too.
All right, man. This is Solid Gold from Houston, Texas, man. Just check me out, man. Solid Gold at Facebook.com. You'll find out who I am. See all that other stuff. Here's the thing I want people to understand. I don't want people to take what I say as criticism. What I say is actually facts. When I say that, and I said this all season long, I don't know if people heard me. I said, hey, based off what I see, if I'm a coach and I'm looking at J5, I ask myself, what does he do that Dylan Edwards can't do going in the next season? Because what I'm asking him to do, right, he's not getting the job done. I said this week in and week out. I said he had 300 yards. I said he had 300 yards of receiving the first 3 games, right? He finished the season with less than 600. That's not a good look.
We all see what happened though. Like
that's what I'm saying. He has to he has to elevate his route tree. He has to open his route tree up, learn his craft. The biggest. That's what exactly. Oh, right there is where I get a lot of slack from a lot of people.
Oh,
you feel what I'm saying? A route tree is your availability to run different routes. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying Jimmy can't run routes?
No, what I'm saying is he doesn't have a route tree that coaches can rely on. He doesn't have that.
You saying that he doesn't run a lot of intermediate routes?
Yeah, he doesn't run a lot of intermediate. Now, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. They was using him wrong the whole season. He's a Deshaun Jackson type of receiver, right?
He's a slot back.
Yeah, he's not a slot back. People got to stop confusing the word slot with.
He's in the slot. He's not playing X. Like what?
But that's not his position. Deshaun Jackson was not a slot back. He's not a slot receiver.
I'm
A
talking
lot of
about
people
Jimmy.
think that that's because people think that you're 5'7", that you're 5'8", that automatically makes you a slot receiver. No, a slot receiver, the initial design of a slot receiver was for you to catch intermediate balls 5 to 10 yards for your quarterback. You could be 6'9" and be a slot receiver.
I'm not understanding. See, like he played the slot, so he
What I'm
gonna
saying
run
is that's not
cover two
what
routes. I
Xavier
don't know.
Weaver was doing last year is what Jimmy Horn's supposed to be playing.
Okay, so
He's an outside threat.
He's saying he
let me
more on
help you out.
than the inside, and I can see I could argue that and say I think he is right on the inside. I can see him playing outside too, but I think he's right on the inside. But like you said, some of the routes that had him, at
They
the
had this man running bubble screens. He does not have no wiggle. That's
wasn't
not his specialty.
yeah, it wasn't his conducive for his skill set. He's more of
Yeah.
a fast, straight line, long
He's
stride.
more of a straight fly. I'm gonna tell you what Jimmy Horn
That's
is.
why he in the
I don't
slot.
know if y'all remember who this receiver was. Y'all remember Will Fuller from Clemson?
Yeah, and
That's who Jimmy Horn is.
He played with the Texans.
He is not running no intermediate routes. That is not his specialty.
Listen,
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know how you think. Like I seen Jimmy catch digs. I seen him catch zeros.
But that's not
I
his
seen him catch
specialty.
sevens. We can't say because he's being used accordingly to the team. So like to just say he don't got no, I don't know. You trying to say he can't run a dig or like?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is based off what. Listen, I hope this is why I get a lot of slack from people, right? People use he had 150 yards in TCU game. There was no film. When people who make six figures figure out what you do and they figure out how you do it,
Jimmy was with UCFS, wasn't he?
Let me finish. We're talking about this season because they might have used them differently at UCF. I didn't watch their film. I'm talking about strictly,
exactly. So if you use them differently,
that's not the point. He played last year for CU. How they used him at CU is the point. They used him as a short intermediate receiver. That's not his game.
He wasn't using short intermediate. He got put on a lot of zeros. Most of his touchdowns was zero routes. Like he was getting the digs, but
so that makes that you're really if you listen to yourself, broski, you're really agreeing with me. Because when he went on those deep routes, he scored touchdowns. He made big plays. So when they're not using him to do that, you're literally making my point for me, broski.
But they did, and he got touched. Look, they probably didn't use it as much
Chico,
as you like, but they used him. They used Weaver.
Right.
They used
what
Travis,
I'm saying is,
Harrison. Like
when they allowed him to play his game.
Hold on. I would say this right here. That exactly right. I don't like to mute nobody either, but you're exactly right. I think the strength of his game is going deep and taking the top off the defense, like a Deshaun Jackson. No matter whether he's on the inside, Deshaun ran something from the inside too, but it's based off the formation. If he was inside, you probably had like a tight formation or diamond formation or something to where he was protected and he had a clear get off the line. It wasn't a DB right in front of him if he was on the slot, and that way he can get up on those safeties real fast, what we saw Jimmy Horn do in one-on-ones in the springtime. And that's why we were so excited by him. We saw him blowing by the DBs and going deep. That's his game right there. and the wiggle of a slot receiver like Wes Welker, Edelman, all those guys who had success playing the slot receiver, being those security blankets, but those guys have that wiggle to where they're more quick than even fast. Jimmy is more fast than even quick. So the way that they're using him in the slot is more, well, I wouldn't say they are using him, but the way that we've seen him being used sometimes in the slot was more like a quicker guy rather than a faster guy, and just send him on go routes and take the top off. Send him on a go route and then let him run to the sideline if he don't get the ball. Bring in somebody else in there, a fresher guy, let him run the play, then bring Jimmy back in, run him on another damn go route. That's what I would do.
Jimmy got 2 touchdowns off sevens. I think he got one off a zero.
Hold up. So people that
routes and post routes. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. I think because I want people, because people don't understand that, and so a lot of people think I'm just talking out the side of my neck. But when I'm talking deep routes, post routes, you play receiver. I didn't play receiver. I played defensive end and defensive tackle. So I'm not giving numbers. I'm just giving the actual name and what it is. I said this all season long. Unless he develops a route tree or they change what he's doing, right? He may not see the football field next year. Now he's probably going to see the football field because he's a buff favorite. He's one of Coach Prime's, you know what I'm saying, guys. He's going to probably see the football field. I know that. I'm not retarded. But
Jimmy
the
not
reason
going
why
nowhere.
I say the receiving room is so suspect, Xavier Weaver, gone. He really, I want people to understand, was the bread and butter, right, of the offense. Because if Travis wouldn't open, that's who they went to.
Look,
That's why he had 1,000-yard receivers.
Look, man. Last year ain't this year. That's over with. This year,
I don't think it
baby
is.
T.O. You got baby T.O. You got Drillin, Draylon. You got Timmons. You got who are the other little rookie? Like he got 3 freshmen that come in as Blake. Man, you got dude from TCU is crazy. He gonna be X, bro. He X.
Yeah, well, hold up. Hold up. I don't
Jimmy
even
gonna
pay.
stay at the slot. Jimmy
I
not
don't even
coming
pay
out the
attention
slot
to recruiting.
because Jimmy
I
not.
personally
They
don't.
just picked up a 6'5" tight end. They just picked up a 6'4" receiver, a 6'2" receiver, a 6'3" receiver.
But
They all
that
solo
doesn't.
out. They
Hold on,
all
fam.
Xing out.
Hold up. Can we
Jimmy
be
not going
honest?
to the X.
Can we
Look. If
hold
you
up,
ain't
fam?
seen the
Can I say
film,
this?
wait. Because Jimmy is not about to move to the X, bro. They bringing in X receivers right now, like 5 of them.
Then he's gonna do the same thing he did this year.
And he did fine this year. I don't get.
He didn't. He literally had. I want you to understand something.
Jimmy showed every aspect of a receiver quality this year. Like when you in
way?
the slot. What do you mean? He wasn't limited. He dropped a few balls. Like I said, he played very well this year. I don't see how you saying anything about
Listen,
Jimmy.
hold up. This is why I'm saying this is crazy. He had 300 yards in the first 3 games of the season and finished with 567.
Why do you think that happened?
Because they utilized him wrong.
Look. Xavier Weaver needed 90 yards for 1,000. Why didn't he get it?
That shows
he was sick.
Yo,
Shador didn't play.
Peep this. Look at these stats right here that's on the screen. Right, the stats say, what's the most glaring stat right here that's showing on the screen right now to you guys?
Let me see. My phone about to go there. I got 5%.
His average per catch.
Average per catch for a guy
that?
who averaged 15 yards last year, 14 the year before, and to come back and average 9.8, less than 10 the next year. And he's supposed to be, he only had a 45-yarder that was his long, had 91.80. He was supposed to be that guy that takes the top off the defense, and he's supposed to be taking those shots with him. I think a lot of, hold on, let me get the background noise. Let me pause. A lot of the reason why we didn't see that had to be because of play calling. And I think that's one of the reasons why Coach Prime made the changes later on in the season. But I don't know if that reflected in Jimmy Horn's stats or not. But I guarantee you that that's not where they want to have Jimmy Horn at, averaging 9.8 yards a catch with all his speed. They want that to be 16 yards per catch.
He literally could have had if they had literally kept the formula with the quarterback they had now, right? Because UCF didn't have a quarterback that's even comparable to Shadur Sanders. Let's get that straight. If they had kept the same formula, which is going deep and keeping and blowing the top off of defense, that man easily would be close to 1,000 yards.
And that opens up the running game.
The offense more. Exactly. This is what people be saying. You don't know what you're talking about. But then when I start naming stats like this, you had 300 yards the first 3 games of the season, and you finished the season with 267 yards, basically out of 9 games. You played every game. You played every game.
That's right there in the eye in the skies, I guess, don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like you said, though, I don't think that's a knock on Jimmy. I think it's more of a knock on the play calling. Any wide receiver, anybody who played wide receiver has had some drops before, and we remember all of them. If you played defensive line, you've been smashed before. You didn't get off every block.
That's true.
You feel me? And whatever position. You quarterback, you threw a pick. Offensive line, you gotten beaten. So it happens. So you know what I'm saying? Overall, he was leading the team throughout most of the season in catches. And then, like you said, though, came around that second half of the season or whatever it was from what last 6 games or so. It didn't pan out the way it did at the beginning of the season.
I want people to understand that that's not even. I want you to understand that's not even. That's not even basically 27 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of those 3 games, that's not even 27 yards a game.
And the only reason why we're talking about this is we're talking about the way that they're using Jimmy Horn Jr., not Jimmy Horn's ability or lack thereof. We're talking about the way that he was used in the offense last year and how could that be improved going forward this year.
I said this
Right,
all throughout the
that's
season.
the call. Not him.
Yeah,
being,
I said.
Go ahead. Not him not having the
No,
ability.
go ahead.
Him having the ability to do it, most likely because you gotta remember they won an 8-game losing streak, man, and they wasn't focusing on him like they was in the earlier part of the season. So you can't calculate your first
let me ask you a
3 and
question.
your last 3 when we all see how the last 3 went. You know what I mean?
Can I ask a question?
No, I just want to clarify because the reason why I have my objection is because you said he can't do it. Now, the conversation is the plays weren't being called for him to do it. I agree with that. Somebody said he can't do it, or he doesn't have.
No, what I said. Hold up.
Or he doesn't have a tree.
I said he doesn't have a route tree. Right. He needs to develop.
That's what I would disagree.
Right. That's what I said. Right. Now, my subject goes even deeper when I said outside of Travis. Right now, mind you, I don't know the new guys. I don't keep up with recruiting because all that star by your name, your tangibles, that your 6'2", 330, 225, running a 4.3. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. A lot of that stuff is befuddled, is added on. So I don't even pay attention. I want to see what you do when you put that armor on and you put somebody across from you. Because you have a lot of guys that have good tangibles. Look,
man,
right?
You bug dancing.
No, I'm not. I don't care about recruiting.
You came up.
I don't.
You said.
I said the receiving room is
no tree. You said he cannot.
If we go off the stats that he had, I want you to understand something. No, what I originally said was the biggest weakness on the team, because it's the position that they utilize the most, right? The weakest position on the team is the receiving corps position. Everybody said that's not true. They said Dawson, Miller. Dawson wasn't running the right routes every time. Now that can be fixed by, over a year's time. You know what I'm saying? Him learning what he's supposed to be doing. That can be fixed. But those guys weren't running the right routes, right? They weren't getting open. They weren't beating their guy across the football field. The only people that was doing that was Travis and Xavier Weaver. So now that one of them's gone, and then you're still going to have one guy who's playing, I would say, 75% of the time.
Never beat somebody. You mean tell me Jimmy?
That's not what I said. That's not what I. Can you listen?
I am. You said he's this, and now they don't got this.
See, this is why people give me so much slack, fam. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be rude. I don't know you, but this is why people do.
Here's the thing right here. Hey, we're gonna let it go like this because we don't want it to be on a Jimmy this or on a Jimmy that. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't originally start out for it to be just a Jimmy thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a Jimmy bash or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Jimmy Horn. Hopefully they use him in a more productive way this season, and that's all what we're looking for. Mainly, I think it was Solid Gold saying, even ATL saying at the end of the day, man, we want to see the guy do well and get to the league where he want to go. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Here's some footage of SAPP coaching.
Man, how do you hate somebody you don't even know? You sound like a straight goofy.
Ain't no hate.
Man, people they silly, man.
It's all
that's how I know you ain't got no money. You just hate somebody.
Yo,
that's right.
Here we go. Let me see. Hold on. Anthony Steele. Well, maybe it's the last year's playbook got scratched. New OC this season. Exactly right. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you, Solid Gold. He checked out now. But everybody else, hey, appreciate y'all checking in too. We got SAPP right here. We're looking at some footage of him, just imagining if he was the coach at Colorado, what it would look like, what it would be. I think he would really help with recruiting also, with what he can bring to the table. Big Warren SAPP. Who else we were talking about? I did give you guys a rundown who I think and what positions I think would be next on the list for Colorado as far as recruiting wise. And like I said, still cornerbacks, linebackers, about 4 or 5 defensive tackles. You feel me? running backs, wide receivers, and a couple two more O-line, two more O-linemen. I say we need just to fulfill those backup roles and such. All right. We got East Oakland checking in. We got people checking in from all over the world just to listen
What
in
it
and see
do?
what we're talking about. And I guess I could go ahead and hit them with the rock. Let me see here. Nah, we'll do that later on. We got the Buff Awards coming up next week. Myself, Dog, and Dave. We also got Coach Hayes and I will be exchanging some blows. While he throwing body blows, I'm gonna be throwing it right at his head tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here. The prime debate. Myself and Coach Hayes. Put them RW CPs in the chat if you ride with Coach Prime. You know how we do it. Shout out to Edwin Smith. Aloha from Ever Beach. Checking in, said Chico, proud of you, bro. Proud of you too. I appreciate you. Thank you. Much love for checking in and showing support. Skull Buffs in the building. RW CP. Cookie checking in all the time. Set a notification, please, for tomorrow night. Y'all go ahead and set it up right here. It's going down, man. I'm gonna let him do his thing. He's gonna be coming in here talking loud, like they said in the comments, looking like a full squirrel, talking that smack, looking like Boo Capone, and wanting to ruffle some feathers. Yeah, I said Walter Nolan. I would love to see Walter Nolan come over and join Colorado and Coach Prime. He's the number one player in the transfer portal right now, Walter Nolan. Ride with Coach Prime. Ride with Coach Prime. That's what we're doing, baby. Ride with Coach Prime from the east to the west. Coach Prime right now, you see him posting videos at Country. What is it? He's Country Prime right now on the ranch with Lake Prime and Lake Time out there. You see Shador and them out there playing golf, and they're just having some relaxation time in this kind of like a little off-season time for college football. So all in all, man, it's not over yet in Colorado. Mark my words. I posted earlier today that it's going to be a big day. I meant to say it's going to be a big week. Big week, but I'm getting better at the Twitter, man. I'm getting better at the Twitter post, or I'm just going to stop posting. You feel me? Need them SAPPs. Let me know who y'all would like to be the defensive line coach. If y'all would like Coach Sapp to be the defensive line coach, put Sapp up in there. How you debate somebody you agree with on the subject of Colorado? What you talking about, AT, after the game? You want to come on here and talk about some stuff? The link is in the bio right now. Our link is in the comments right now. Actually, that's the wrong link. Let me put the right one in there. Hold up. So I have people do be hitting me up on Instagram, Twitter, and such, talking about, holler at them. They need to be on. ATG, are you one of those people? Or are you one of those ones that hit me up and said something else? Let me see what you got to say. Yes, sir. I really like your channel. I'm new to sports, and you are great. Oh, man, I thank you very much, Cook. I appreciate your support all the time. I see you in here all the time checking in, so I appreciate your support constantly, for sure. I don't see old boy checking in. He doing all that talking. You're talking loud, but you ain't saying nothing. I don't see you checking in, but you're in the comments talking about this, talking about that. The link is in there. You can come on and say your piece. Chico, don't you think the Buffs need at least 4 more O linemen? I got this list right here of. I just happened to look at what I had written down. I didn't make a graphic of it, but I had this written down since last year. Not last year, but this summer, before the season started, right? And this is a depth chart, but it's just defense. Do I have offense on here? I guess I don't have offense. I guess I don't have the offense on here, but it says Sapp, knows, Robert, Coach Prime, yes, indeed. Radio Pastor. Let me see. So on defense, Coach Prime said we got, 3 dogs on defense. I think he might be talking about Tisdale, Silman Craig, and Shiloh. Those are the returning guys. He said he's still looking for some dogs at cornerback to join Travis Hunter and such. We already have Cooper and Jock Robinson there. Also, Namir Robinson and My dude, got Israel Solomon also is back there at the DB. And I don't know if Etok gonna still be there or not. But you got Kamani McLean and Breedlove. So yeah, I think offensive line with the guys we brought in, you're saying do we need about 2 or 3, 4 more? I say at least 2 more on the offensive line. We can get the big boy from high school, and then we get another big transfer with the guys that we had last year that's coming back. And the 5 already that we brought in, I think we'll be real good on the offensive line, dog. If we add 2 more at the minimum and 4 more at the max, we'll be excellent on the offensive line. Oh yeah, Stockmeyer also coming back at the cornerback. Slusher is coming back also. Let me see. We need a dog at linebacker position. That's the position I'm really looking to grab a couple dogs from, whether it's Kentucky guy, one of the twins from Kentucky, or if it's just a big head middle linebacker. That's what I'm looking for. Grown man, 20 plus years old, big head, Punisher, and a dog of all dogs. That's what we need at the middle linebacker position. And at the defensive tackle position, we need at least 2 that's 6'3" to 6'5", 300 to 325 pounds, and a monster up the middle. We need at least 2 of those. Probably 4. Probably 4, actually. We need about 4 of those. 4 defensive tackles in that middle that can plug and play. You get 4 of those, and then you rotate some of the guys from last year. We good. Pass rushers, we got some red shirt freshmen that's going to be stepping up. That's really playing. I like Taj McCoy also. Victory Johnson out there. Jeremiah Brown probably stepping up this year. So we need some dogs definitely getting after the ball and go in like that. Defensive line, I like Amari McNeil, what he did last year and what he could provide, getting better and stronger this year. Kai Mans. Who else we got on there that coming back? Derek McClendon coming back. Savelle Smalls coming back. So you got some bodies, but you just need playmakers, bigger bodies also. I'm talking about huge bodies. Linebacker.
Sapp said Sapp said he got his own D lineman coming in.
Sapp said he got some D linemen coming in. Well, you guys see, I don't know if Sapp's coming 100% yet, but if he was to come, then and he brought his own D lineman. That's what we will be needing. Somebody should be wanting to come play for Warren Sapp. Who was that yelling?
I'm not sure. But I know he hold the mini camps, so I'm pretty sure he got some roots, and he got these people want to come play. I seen one guy, he got that other McClendon from the Gators, and then they got some other D linemen, and they brought in the freshman, 6'5" freshman, middle linebacker. Then they got the number 1 junior JUCO linebacker. Then I think they bringing in another linebacker right now, like a 3-star. I can't remember his name though. But they bringing in a bunch of receivers too.
Bringing in a few receivers. You got the 5-star guy from Texas yesterday. So he's going to be bringing another element to Colorado, I think, and to that offense. Let's see. Mitch 24. As far as 247 Sports go for the Colorado commits for this year, I think, can I share this with you guys now? Yeah, I can share it with you right here. Here are the commits for this year, if you can see it. If not, I'll read it to you. Jordan Seaton, the 5-star, 6'5", 287 pounds. Left tackle from IMG Academy. Then the next one under him. I think Seaton can come in and fight for a starting spot. Also, if we bring in that other big tackle, Big Shaq, they'll be competing probably for the same position, or Shaq could play the right side. So you have 2 big bookend, pillars on that end of that offensive line for years to come with Seaton and Big Shaq. If he was to come, McCoy, 6'8", tackle from Alabama, not the University of Alabama, but he's from Alabama. I think he's from Clay Chalkville. Draylon Miller, Silsbee, Texas. He was a 5-star ranked originally, but got him as a 4-star now with a 94 grade, 67 ranked nationally. position number 15, state number 12. So he committed. Draylon Miller, he's more of like a Debo Samuel type wide receiver. Have him listed at 6'1" to 6'2", 190 pounds. I like him. Already has a college style body. Same thing with Cam McHale. Shouts out to Cameron McHale. He saw him on It Is What It Is podcast with Cameron and Mace announcing his commitment. That's Cam McHale out of Statesboro, Georgia. He's an athlete, 6'1", 181 pounds, 4-star guy. He's rated 94 also. Position number 4 ranked, state number 14, nationally ranked number 80. Then we go to the D line, Brandon Davis Swain from West Bloomfield, Michigan. 6'3", 263 pounds, 4-star. Number 33 at his position, number 5 in the state of Michigan. Omar White from Valdosta, Georgia. Down there in South Georgia. Let me see. He is, my bad. I'm losing that right there. All right, Omar White, Valdosta, Georgia, defensive line, 6'3", 307. So he could be that big guy, that plug in the middle. They bring in 3-star, 46 and 45 at his position in state. So maybe he can come in and be a project, another big body. Same thing with Brentley, Valdosta, Georgia also. Defensive lineman, 6'2", 250, 3-star. Both of these guys ranked right near each other, position-wise and state-wise. Then you got Isaiah Walker Jr. from Butler Community College, El Dorado, Kansas. Offensive tackle, 6'4", 309. He's a guy that's been going under the radar. A lot of people hasn't been talking about him coming over, but he's a 3-star, ranked nationally number 10 and number 2 in his position, number 3 in the state of Kansas. Zycar Lewis out of Venice, Florida, wide receiver, 5'10", 160. You know, you see that weight on him, and you automatically say he's a high school project. So we'll see about him. 3-star, position rank 76, state rank 76. Montre Bradford, Statesboro, Georgia. Heard a lot about him. 6'5", 237 pounds. 3-star. Number 51 in his position, number 71 in the state of Georgia. And then Michael Welch, we heard Coach Prime speak about him being a young guy that we're bringing in because of the depth that we have already in the running back room. We've afforded, the chance, the opportunity to bring in a young guy, maybe only one, and that's where you see Welch come in, 5'9", 210-pound running back, 61 his position, 101 in the state of Georgia. So the transfers, Shamon Mayter, tight end, 6'5", 248. Khalil Benson, 6'6", 235. Mayter, the tight end, came over from Cincinnati. Benson from Indiana. Justin Mayer, 6'3", 309. All these guys former starters now. He's from UTEP. He's available immediately also. He was a 3-star guy. Another 3-star guy, wide receiver, Terrell Timmons Jr. from NC State to Colorado. 4-star, Big Tyler Johnson, 6'5.5", 320 pounds. Interior offensive lineman from Houston to Colorado. Also the same high school, that's Alton McCaskill. Hint, hint, he's ready to run the ball. Yakiri Walker, the center, 6'3", 270 pounds from UConn. Quick, fast center, can really block. Will probably be competing for a starting spot. All right. So, yep, those are the guys that we're bringing in to Colorado football. Coach Prime and staff. Let me know what y'all think about that group. Chico sounds like he at the grocery store. What do you mean at the grocery? Oh.
That grocery list right there.
Yeah, that grocery list. Okay, my bad. We got at least 7 O-line commits. That includes the high school boys. But I like Nick mentality. Keep them fresh and switch them in and out with the others. Exactly. Good to hear. You guys won't get the guys you need. Really? We already got most of the guys we need, and the rest of them we ain't worried about that we didn't get. If they come and sit in front of Coach Prime, more than likely they're going to sign with Colorado. High percent.
Yeah, we got the guys we needed. We just needed the guys to help the guys we got that we need.
Exactly. Those other guys to fill in to, like we said, it's like shopping. And I'm looking at these paper plates on my counter over here, and I'm looking at them and I'm saying, okay, these are some things that you just get just to get and to say, and to be able to have, I need something to eat off of. But do I need something nice to eat off of? I'll get that on the second go round, on the second paycheck, so to speak, on the second year, to where I could bring in some transfers with a bigger budget. And that's what Coach Prime has, a bigger budget, but a better understanding of what he needs. Same way as if you go shopping, you buy things, you look around, you say, okay, now I have a better understanding of what I need, and I can go get exactly what I need with the budget that I have. I don't have to buy as many things. I just got to buy the right things now. You feel me? That's the difference. I'm read a couple more comments.
And don't forget, don't forget in that same scenario, when you only buy one thing, you could buy the best one thing you gonna go get.
That's what I'm saying. I guess I ain't finished my point. You're exactly right. Instead of buying these paper plates now, I'm gonna go buy some real plates now. Instead of buying some great value butter, I might buy the real butter. Instead of buying some regular jelly, I might buy the Welch's jelly. I might buy the Smucker's jelly.
Right. You only got to get the water down. You get the real stuff.
Yeah. That's how it works, man. I don't have to get the bag of cereal. I get the real deal cereal. Give me the real Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes. Why there's no Tony the Tiger on my Frosted Flakes, mama?
Where's Tony?
Now we can go out there and get Tony the Tiger and be great. That girl, $4.99. Appreciate the super chat. Chico, are there any Lawrence Taylor type players today? Lawrence Taylor type players? Goodness gracious. You could have said somebody lower than Lawrence Taylor. I don't know if there's Lawrence Taylor type players anywhere right now. Lawrence Taylor, the GOAT, especially on as far as linebackers. Come on, dog. That's Lawrence Taylor. I don't know, but I know what you mean, though. Are there any game-changing type players out there on the defensive side of the ball? I don't want to call no names, but there are some guys that's going to be coming this week to Colorado that can be some game changers. Note that. All right. Look at the transfer portal list and then, take your pick. 199 Treyology. I said it right the first time. He right. Jimmy's a burner that goes deep on routes. Right. So why not keep sending them on routes? I don't want you to catch anything and try to go, 90, whatever. Go deep, dog. Get by the defense. If not, we got other guys that can come underneath you. All right. What's happening? Everybody checking in. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for any other donation that you may send. If you want to hit the Cash App, there it is right up there. If you want to get your ad right here, like what you're waiting on, get your ad right there and promote your business or whatever it is you got to promote out there. Get it on with your boy. Websites, t-shirt business. You know what I mean? You want to promote your Instagram page, whatever. I could put it right there over my shoulder for the small donation. All right. Appreciate you, East Oakland, checking in and everybody else checking in, man. I'm going to get out up here. It's the top of the hour. So y'all know me, man. It's always about some food. I got to go eat something. Time to go eat.
For sure. I'm out. Good peace to everybody.
ATL, appreciate it. After the game, what you talking about? You still talking? After the game, still talking in the chats. Won't come on live. I appreciate you, though. Look out for more to come from Colorado, man. Y'all stay tuned. Big day, big week. Coach Prime doing this thing in a major way. This is the BIGGDOGG, the DO-Dub checking in. I'm going to be about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah. Run them lights up. Run them lights up. Supper time now. Hey. Defense this week, baby. Big SAPP. 09. Shouts out to my dog Lawrence Vickers. Hey. Working, never twerking. Yes, yeah. Run them lights up.